Hi everybody, it's Bonnie Gean from PLRproductions.com and BonnieGean.com. Welcome to today's video. This weekend was a big ball of changes for me. I had a lot of aha moments. I did some discussion and reflection on where my business has been and where I want it to go and what I needed to change in order to make my goals come to fruition. What I found out was I needed to move the PLR Productions blog to a different domain, or at least have another blog somewhere else so that it wasn't hiding the fact that there was a PLR store over there. I mean, if you came to the PLR Productions website before, you didn't land on a store page, you landed on a blog page, and I was like, probably very confusing for a lot of people, which meant if they wanted to get to the store, they had to literally look for a link on that blog site in order to find it. Not good when you're trying to make sales. So I sat down, I wrote a letter to Tiffany, and I knew she was going to agree with me, but I just wrote it anyway, and I asked her opinion. What would she do if she was in my shoes? And she agreed that taking out that additional step for buyers would probably be a good thing. So what I did was I hunted through my arsenal of tools that I've acquired over the years, and I found WP Twin that was made by Jason Fladlien and a friend of his, and I put this puppy to work. I thought, what was the quickest way to move the entire blog from PLR Productions over to BonnieGean.com, and WP Twin helped me do that, just that. I'll include a link to that program at the bottom of this video page, so if you're interested in checking it out, please do. It'll probably be an affiliate link, so if you click and you buy, please know that I will earn a commission. That's not why I'm telling you about it, though. I mean, this tool is amazing. WP Twin, what it will do is it'll clone an entire blog so that you can either put it into a directory on the same domain, or you can move it off of a domain completely and move it to a different one with everything still intact. Posts, tags, you name it, the works, the whole setting. And I thought, wow, this would be really cool if I could actually pull this off by Monday so that I could be ready for today's video challenge. So I set out to do that. I cloned PLR Productions with WP Twin, and then I took that file and deployed it over on BonnieGean.com, and voila, I have an instant blog. Naturally, I had to go through and make changes like the header files, footer files, and things in the sidebar that weren't appropriate for, you know, my namesake. They're better off left over on PLR Productions, so there were a few things that I moved around. And I think overall this is one of the best decisions I have made, and the reason why I say that is this. Like I said, I reflected. I sat here and I thought to myself, when I first came to the internet, I wanted to help everybody that I could. Anybody that needed help, I wanted to be the one that could help them. And I certainly understand that I can't be all things to all people, but there are some things up in this little brain that I have not been sharing lately, and I should be, especially for the newcomers coming to the internet. So when I sat down and did a reflection of what I've done in the past and what I'm doing now, I realized that while I am helping people by providing content, I'm not helping the kind of person that I really set out to help, and that was the newcomer. WeOn.com, as you remember, we discussed that, was my Women Entrepreneurs Online Network. I helped starting, budding entrepreneurs get a foothold in this internet marketing thing. When I put up the marketing directory, the article directory, I helped a lot of people get their name out there, and you know, I helped syndicate their articles. So again, I was a helper. Now the PLR Productions store is also helping people provide content, but it's not the sort of help that I really am in line with. And in other words, if you came to me and asked me how to do something, I've had a lot of customers in the past basically tell me all I need is a telephone and, you know, a reason to talk, and I can talk you through anything. If you are at the other end of the telephone and you're having a problem with Microsoft Word, I'm the girl that can actually sit on the phone and walk you through it step by step. And when I came to this realization, I'm like, wow, why don't I continue doing that with my PLR store? True, you know, the articles that I write, the graphics that I create, and all that other matter that's in there does help people. but does it really help the newcomer that's coming to the internet? And I thought, no. So I'm going to change my focus. I'm going to change my focus over on the PLR Productions store. The things that I'm going to put over there now are going to be how-to, step-by-step guides and reports and things of that nature. I'll still offer the articles, but I'm going to streamline my business more in the sense that I want to be able to pass out these reports or sell these reports to people who really need them. Those who are just first coming on the internet and have no direction. I want to be that compass, so my business is going to change. The BonnieGean.com domain is something I've had for quite a while, but I very seldom used it. I had a blog on it at one time before, but a hacker got into the system and I had like thousands, literally thousands of URLs that were at the bottom of each page of my WordPress blog. And that's because I didn't have the security system set up properly, and I did not go back there often enough to upgrade the WordPress software. So if you're running your blog on WordPress, please remember, as soon as those upgrades come out, put them on right away, because most of the time they're also offering bug fixes and security risks that have been fixed, and you need to have that stuff in place so hackers can't get into your system as well. Anyway, so my business is in for a change. I spent the whole weekend doing a couple social media graphics. I'll have those up either by the end of this week or the beginning of next week. I'm going to be busy revamping BonnieGean.com so it brands me for what I want to be known as, and that is the community specialist with a heart. And that's where my business is headed right now. I haven't made a business plan out yet for this, but I intend to. And I feel I'm at a loss for words, really. I feel like I'm walking on a cloud right now, because I just realized that the reason why my passion disappeared from this business is because I was not being the type of helper that I know I can be. So that will change. And I thank you so much for sitting here and listening to me. And if you agree or disagree, please place your comments down below and let me know what you think. And when was the last time you reflected your business and where it's headed? I'll see you soon.